Hi, I'm Jim Thornton, and I'm here to help you to succeed at sleeping. I've helped a lot of people to sleep over the years, and one of the most common problems is this one right here, distracting thoughts. Almost everyone has an issue with being bothered by thoughts when they're going to bed that keep them awake. And today I'm going to show you how to deal with that. But first, all you need to know is two things. We're going to do this in two steps. First, you need to prepare before you go to bed, and we'll discuss what that means in just a moment. And secondly, you need an index card. Pretty high tech, huh? Okay, let's go to it. Let's step over here. And when we talk about distracting thoughts first, before I get into the content, I want to talk about what happens when you try to block things out. Many people try two different strategies when they try to block out thoughts. Number one is the blank mind approach. Try to think of nothing. Well, that doesn't work for most people. Unless you're a yoga master, you can't keep your mind blank for more than a few seconds. The second thing they do is they say, I'm not going to think about blank, whatever that blank is. If I tell you not to think of a pink elephant, you can't help it. You will think of a pink elephant. That's the way our minds work. So, this is a third strategy that I found successful for myself and for many other people for blocking out distractive thoughts. It's called the mind loop. Mind loop is simply a loop of two phrases that you recall. And you basically use those two phrases to jam out the distracting thought. My favorite one is remember to forget and forget to remember. Remember to forget and forget to remember. And you can see it goes into a loop. There are two things about a mind loop that are very interesting. Number one is that it's good to have something that's a bit contradictory. When is the last time you remembered to forget something? Or that you forgot to remember something. So it's confusing your mind, it's distracting. And secondly, you can see how they fit together. Remember to forget ends with forget, and it starts with forget to remember down here. So remember to forget, and forget to remember. So all those distractions will keep your mind so busy if you practice this, that when you start to worry about that thing that's bothering you at night, whether it's your health, whether it's a loved one, whether it's a promotion, any of those things that you know that you can't do anything about at night, and the best thing you can do is get some sleep, you start this practice. When you begin to think about that client the next day, you say, uh-oh, I'm not supposed to think about that now. You begin thinking, remember to forget, and forget to remember. Remember to forget, and forget to remember. And soon your mind will be so distracted that this thought will replace that thought, and your mind will be just tired and will want to go to sleep. But for this to work, remember, back over here, you have to do two things. You have to prepare before you go to bed. And back to that index card. What's that index card about? Well, most of you probably haven't memorized that phrase, remember to forget and forget to remember. So what I'd like you to do is on the back of an index card, write that phrase, remember to forget and forget to remember. And have it prepared. Look at it for a minute or two before bedtime so that when you go to bed, you're prepared for these distracting thoughts. I'm Jim Thornton, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Remember to forget, but don't forget me. Have a great day.